Saluda now.
And we're glad to be here with you on Tiger Talk Tuesday, coming live from MIGS. We welcome your calls and comments, 864-980-7768. This is Bulldog Bert joining you here today, and we're thankful that we're able to come on the air one more time. And we have a very special guest. Many of you have seen the lineup. I'll go through it real quick. Of course, Brandon Bolt. I don't know if he could. I'm going to try to find out. He may have had to work an accident. He's with the South Carolina Highway Patrol. He was going to talk to us a little bit about the heavy presence we're seeing by the Highway Patrol on our highways and byways here lately. We're seeing a lot more patrolling going on, and he's going to tell us why this is going on. Also, coming up at 3:15, it'll be our Senator, Billy Garrett, South Carolina Senate District 10. He'll be with us here on Tiger Talk today. And what's all the buzz about Burger King? All the employees quit. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're going to talk a little bit about that, talking about working conditions. And we're going to talk about Will Muschamp. An article came out in the Atlantic. Did he under recruit here in South Carolina during this time? During the 3:30 hour, Carson Burgess will join me. We'll go through week one of the NCAA schedule. And guess what today is, folks? Happy National French Fry Day. I'm going to be eating some good old MIGS French fries right in front of you here on the camera just shortly. But right now, we've got a very special guest with us. And he's going to take us a little bit back in time because he and some fellow folks in the Chattooga River made a very important find, and it's Buzz Williams. Mr. Buzz, thank you for joining us on Saluda Now.
Glad to be with you.
And I tell you what, y'all have really stirred the news up with this article today, and I'm looking forward to it. About y'all have found a canoe there in the Chattooga River. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we didn't actually find the canoe.
Okay.
Last fall, some of the local people were paddling down the section 3 of the Chattooga River, and they discovered something that they thought was significant. It had some axe marks on it, and they called us because we actually discovered an old canoe about 14 years ago that was a very significant artifact, and we were in charge of extracting the canoe, and it went to the Oconee Heritage Museum. According to Dr. Amer with the South Carolina Institute of Archaeology and Anthropology, these canoes are very rare up on whitewater rivers, and both the former canoe was found 14 years ago and this one are very rare, very significant artifacts, and we're working hard to try to finish the extraction in a very remote area, but we're going to hopefully preserve it for people to see and enjoy in the future.
How about that? And tell us a little bit about your work there at the Chattooga Conservancy. Who is Buzz Williams, and what do y'all do?
Well, I personally am an old river guide. I worked as one of the first river guides on the Chattooga, and then I worked for the Forest Service a little while, and then I got in the conservation business, and back in 1994 we founded the Chattooga Conservancy, which is one of the first watershed-based groups in the eastern United States, rather than looking after something defined by a political boundary. We look after the Chattooga watershed, which is 3 states. 70% of it is national forest lands in 4 different counties. So our main mission is to restore the ecological integrity of the Chattooga River, the natural ecological integrity of the Chattooga River, by working with public and private entities. But we also are heavily involved in public education and honoring our cultural heritage. So this artifact recovery is something that fits uniquely into to our mission.
That's wonderful. And I'm sure that this is probably a lot. Did you work with the Olympics when they were here in 1996, Mr. Buzz?
I did not. I had friends that did.
Okay.
Some of my old whitewater friends, and some that even participated.
Yeah. And in the picture we have up there, you're talking about a tree that was going to be cut on the U.S. forest land. I wasn't even aware of this till I opened the article and started looking in the Saluda Conservancy. That's what y'all do. Y'all preserve the integrity of the national forest.
Well, we try to honor good science and
Yes.
management of the, as I said, 70% of the whole watershed is managed by the USD Forest Service. And I actually have a degree in forestry from Clemson University. So, for example, one of the things that we have in our mission is to protect old growth forests. And the Forest Service has a mission where they're heavily involved in crop tree management, and they're right now scheduled to cut some old growth, and we're trying to get them to reconsider that, and that's probably what you read.
Okay. Well, how about that? Well, we all got to be good stewards of what God's given us now.
That's exactly right.
And I'm glad you're leading the charge in that. That canoe got my interest because on my grandmother's side, my great-grandmother's side, the bridges, and then, of course, my wife, on her grandmother's side, we're tied to the Cherokee Nation. We have Cherokee blood running through our veins, both of
Yeah.
us. And so that's very important to us. And it's going to be interesting seeing this. Now, is this going to be at the South Carolina Institute of Archaeology and Anthropology? Is that
No,
okay?
Technically, they are claiming ownership of the canoe because it was found
Yes.
on the South Carolina side of the Saluda River. And, of course, the river is the boundary between Georgia and South Carolina. And since it was found in South Carolina waters, they're actually taking charge of the canoe. But I will say this, we're bending over backwards to also keep the eastern band of the Cherokee in this loop 100% because it has strong indications that it is of Cherokee origin, but we're not exactly sure until it's completely examined and carbon dated, and the authorities, the archaeologists, make that determination. But as far as the conservancy goes, we feel like it's very important to work very closely with the eastern band, which we are doing.
I imagine a lot more people's going to be looking around up there, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, we've got thousands of comments. You know, in this day of social media, things like this catch fire because information moves around a lot faster, and we've literally got thousands of comments, and a lot of them concerned about where it's going, how it's going to be preserved, how old it is, and these are all mysteries that we're going to try to solve. And people can go to our website, if they would like, at chattoogaRiver.org, and they can go to our website, and there are places that they can go there at the self-explanatory where if they want to donate this effort, you know, they can earmark it for funds to go to help serve the canoe. We still got to do carbon dating and so forth. There's a donate button there. And then we also have a link there to our Facebook page where there's a lot of pictures and more about the story of the canoe that they can access by going to our website.
Well, Mr. Buzz, thank you so much for your time and coming on Saluda now.
I really do appreciate it. Enjoy your program.
Mr. Buzz Williams with the Chattooga Conservancy, and we have the information there on our website. If you go to the two posts we have, the one with Mr. Buzz Williams and one with the canoe, you'll see the Native American reenactment in the canoe. There we have information about the Chattooga Conservancy there. And we'll be back after this break. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from MIGS. We supply you from feed to feed. 864-445-7249. Allen Harmon Trucking is a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger football.
Are you ready to consider a job that provides consistent pay, great benefits, and paid time off? Then join the AMIC team. We'll teach you everything you need to know. Apply today for positions at our Batesburg facility at www.amicfarms.com. Phone interviews are available for quick consideration. That's amicfarms.com. Berry Insurance Group, located in Batesburg, Leesville, offering auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance. Owned and operated by Will Berry. Choose local, choose independent, choose Berry Insurance Group. 803-307-0030 or online at berryingroup.com.
CM Tree Service. Cody Berry and Martin Berry are ready to give you a free estimate. We're insured for tree removal and pruning. Call us today. 864-377-7898 or 864-980-0153. And like us on Facebook. CM Tree Service.
With Cricket Wireless Savings, the whole family can watch Saluda now. The difference is clear as Cricket's signal when you see the money you can save by switching. And with nationwide 5G coverage, your wireless connectivity is wherever life takes you. So come by Cricket Wireless today at 300 South Jefferson and let us show you the Cricket difference.
Crumley Ford, 102 Greenwood Highway, Saluda, invites you to come in today to save. The 2020 Ford Edge Escape Explorer and Expedition has 0% financing for 60 months. Call today, 864-445-2107, and talk to Mike, Will, or Lauren at Crumley Ford. Save money, save time. Shop Crouch's First. Whether it's lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, we supply you from feed to field. Yeti, Traeger, Blackstone, Costa, Salty Britches, Milwaukee, Makita, and much more. Come by and visit us today. 508 North Main Saluda or call 864-445-0063.
Shop local at Economy Furniture. Huge savings on Benchcraft, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and so many more. Visit our website now to see all our specials at economyfurniture.com. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Edwards Heating and Cooling, Saluda, South Carolina, provides you excellent service when it comes to your HVAC unit. Keith and Dawn Edwards have many years' experience in the heating and cooling business. They invite you to call them today, 864-445-0088, or visit their website, edwardsandheatingcoolingllc.com. Go, Saluda Tigers! When it comes tax time, look no further than H&R Block, 304th North Main, Saluda. They make sure you get all the deductions you need to save money. When it comes tax time, trust the professionals at H&R Block. Call them 864-445-2958 and like them on Facebook.
JRA Exterminating, the most trusted name in pest extermination. Remember, folks, whether it's cockroaches or piss ants, call Justin Anderson at JRA Exterminating today at 803-532-1122 or at www.jraexterminating.com.
MIGS of Saluda, serving tasty dishes, appetizers, fresh salads, hot out of the oven fresh subs, chicken, steak, and seafood, and the best Italian dishes and pizza around. Visit them today, 216 Greenwood Highway. For a drive-through or pickup, call ahead, 864-445-9990. At Motor Coach Paint and Body, we put quality first. Whether it's your vehicle, RV, boat, or aircraft, we can handle it all. Leave it to us to take care of your insurance claim, or you can pay us right out of your pocket. So call BR Britt Reams today, 864-445-7747, and like us on Facebook. Newberry County Memorial Hospital, your hospital. Our mission is to provide exceptional care with a personal touch. Newberry Hospital is engaged in the passionate pursuit of optimal care, treatment, and convenience. Our goal is to always be the first choice for your quality health care needs. No one handles care better. NewberryHospital.org. There's only one thing faster than a Stuart Young offense. YourNorthland.com. With internet, cable, TV, and phone beginning at $25 a month, you can get out of the slow lane and into the fast lane in no time. So speed it up with YourNorthland.com. Northland Cable, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics.
And we're back here with you on Tiger Talk Tuesday, coming live from MIGS. And I don't know if you have seen our post earlier today, but I was going to read some of the comments from it. We actually put the post up, and it got a lot of clicks, and that's exactly what it was supposed to do. And we are celebrating National French Fry Day. And as I said before, in just a moment, I will be out here with you with some good hot MIG fries. I think they're the best fries in Saluda myself, but I'm a little partial to MIG, by the way. But you know why. And in just a moment, we're going to have an interview with Billy Garrett. He will be calling our senator just any minute. But I want to just briefly talk a little bit about the post we put up. And it was about, there was a Burger King actually in Nebraska. And what happened is, this happened yesterday from what I understand, is the employees got together, put on there, we all quit, went out the door, and they, but right now we'll come back to that. Right now we got Billy Garrett joining us on the phone. And hello, Senator Garrett.
Yes, sir.
This is Bulldog Burt joining you from MIGS. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, my friend?
Good, and I've got Jerry Strawbridge, the Saluda County Council Chairman, sitting here with us.
You got a fine man and a great leader for Saluda County.
Yes, sir. And we did a little post earlier today, and some of the folks were asking questions. And I don't know. First, tell us a little bit about what's been going on at the South Carolina State House.
Well, a lot of good work went on. You know, because of COVID, a lot of things didn't get done last year. And so this year, we actually got 2 years' worth of work done in 1 year. So we had a tremendous session of getting a lot of things done. And, you know, from my perspective as a conservative Republican, we were able to get a tremendous amount of Judeo-Christian conservative values expressed by our legislation.
Amen. That's the main thing, ain't it? And
that's the number one thing.
And
Without good Lord, we don't have anything.
And it shows that we can get more done at the State House, doesn't it?
Absolutely, with the Republican wave, the
Yes.
winning the majority in our state house of Republicans who are committed to Christian Judeo values. I think we'll always do better. John McCravey has done a great job in the House in putting together a family caucus. We are in the process of joining that, and hopefully we can have that in the Senate as well. And we can have both a family caucus in the House and in the Senate. And those family caucuses, I hope, will work together to make sure that all legislation that is passed is of Judeo-Christian value, and use that as a filter before any law gets passed, that we always consider that. Also, make sure that it's conservative. In other words, that we're not spending money uselessly. We're responsible for the people's money, and we have to make sure that it is spent wisely.
Yes, and one of those things is near and dear to my heart. Now, I'm a little partial on this, and I know everybody's got their own point of view, but one of the things I am thankful for y'all this time is you got the heartbeat bill passed.
Yes, sir, that was probably, and it was our first bill. The Senate caucus agreed that was one of the most important pieces of legislation. Obviously helped the millions of children that have been, whose lives have been taken in that fashion. To protect life. Life is one of the most important elements that we have to protect. We're assigned the responsibility to defend and protect all of us, and life is number one as far as I'm concerned. So we were excited that we were able to get that passed, and we're fighting it right now in the courts, and I'm just hoping and praying that our Supreme Court will wise up and see the importance of doing away with Roe versus Wade and protecting all of our unborn children.
Yes, they will hear it. That's also our prayer. We got a viewer just chimed in, Senator Garrett, asking, and this is what they're saying: we need an internet service of quality available to all of the county. And I know this is something Chairman Strawbridge can chime in on. What you doing to get high-speed internet to Saluda?
I'll tell you what we're doing. We have found and we have now identified all of the areas. The chairman and I, along with Nanette Edwards from the government, sat down and we have met and we have designed the areas in Saluda County that are in need of internet service and strong internet service. We are systematically conducting tests to determine broadband strength and width, what you have now, and then we're coming up with a plan, and Jerry and I are both working on that, along with the rest of the delegation, Cal Forrest, and Representative Clyburn and Senator Massey. We're all working together to try to help the county get broadband. We've got both state and federal monies that are going to be available. We've got to request these by grant, and Mr. Strawbridge has got a grant writer there, as I understand it, and we're in the process. I think we have to have all those grants in by August 15th or so, and Lord be willing and the creek don't rise, I'm hoping that it's by the end of December 2021 that every student, and I mean every student, and I'm talking about actually having it in their homes so those teachers can work with them. And we had Molly Spearman was there at our meeting, asked Gary about that. She was very interested in what we're doing in Saluda, make sure all of our students are protected.
Yeah.
The idea is going to be to, number one, take care of the students. Number two, I hope Jerry has talked to you about our work on getting us an urgent care or a urgent care type system there in Saluda. But the second thing we're going to do after the students is telemedicine for anybody 65 years and older. And certainly thereafter, I'm hoping we're going to be able to get e-commerce where everybody will have access to the internet.
Mr.
last week, I was on here with Bert, and I told him about the efforts that Aiken Electric in Mid-Carolina and Carolina Connect have been involved in since February. And they have laid out, at least as of last week, about 300 miles of fiber optic cable. The fiber optic cable that they are laying out, where they're actually putting it on their poles, is costing about $10,000 per mile to lay out. And this is top of the line fiber optic. There's going to be by September, I think it is, what Aiken Electric has told us. We're going to be in all the major areas of the county by September, and then all of the side roads, the dirt roads. There's going to be a lot of Wi-Fi availability coming this year, more so than anybody has got any idea. And Aiken, Mid-Carolina, and Carolina Connect are working very hard for it.
That's great. And it includes the school, too, doesn't it, Senator Garrett?
Yes, it does. The schools are the first and the most primary responsibility, I think, of our government is to take care of these kids, make sure they have access. I hope and pray that we never have another one of these COVID outbreaks or whatever, but in the event we do, our teachers should be able to communicate directly with the kids, and hopefully it will also help in the future where the parents can also have regular contact with the teachers as well, and that all can be monitored. Looking forward to that method of communication. Obviously, it's always best to have more time in the schoolroom, in the classrooms, but obviously we have to do what we have to do to protect the children. And Molly Spearman's doing a great job down there helping us make sure that the Saluda kids are all taken care of down there.
That's right, a Saluda native girl.
That's right. That's right.
And we love her to death. And, of course, you mentioned the urgent care, and, of course, Chairman Strawbridge and I were talking about that. In fact, we had a lady on, I'm going to try to get her information with us last year, Senator Garrett. I talked to you about her back then, because you and our paths crossed a lot more back then as the election was going on. But
that's right.
She did a lot of lead work and went in and had a comprehensive plan for Saluda County. And one of the things that they said in that plan was need to be addressed was our health care situation, because number one, we have an aging population in Saluda, which many counties see this, but the difference in Saluda is we don't have a hospital. And our nearest hospitals are within 20 to 30 minutes of us, life-saving technology, and there could be an in-between, just like in Winsboro. They have an emergency room type situation, and Jerry was sharing with me that there's like an intermediate urgent care that can take, like, let's say I break a leg or something, and they want to go by there, instead of taking me to the hospital, they can take me there and free up the ambulance.
That's right. They can stabilize you. We were Jim Pfeiffer of Self Regional was kind enough to give Jerry and I an audience where we were able to express the need. They have done a study, and Jerry, I don't know if you know this or not, but I got a call. I think we're going to have another meeting in September. It may be like mid-August. Anyway, they're going to meet with us again and tell us what they believe their plan will be. And then Jerry and I will sit down and try to get Cal involved. And we will all sit down with Mr. Pfeiffer and hopefully with your existing facilities, expand your existing facilities for after-hour, all-night protection for the citizens of Saluda. Apparently right now the volume is not sufficient to create an independent, standalone urgent care system, according to Mr. Pfeiffer. However, we still need, and I think they recognize the need. We talked to their doctor who's responsible for rural protection. His name is Dr. Van Swaal. And Dr. Van Swaal was very, very positive about trying to help us develop what we need for Saluda. And, of course, your chairman was very strong about. We will back it up as far as the county's concerned, and I'm very strong that we will take whatever steps necessary to protect y'all and help from the state level.
Billy, I think the last thing I said the day that we met with Mr. Pfeiffer was, you give us the direction of what you think will work, and we'll make it work here. And I think the people will be behind us on this, because it's absolutely a necessity that has to be addressed, and we'll find a way to make it work.
That's great. Listen, we appreciate all your work there at the State House, Senator Garrett, and we hope to have you on soon in person, maybe after things get to going with the urgent care.
Well, that'd be just wonderful. Listen, thank you as always, and thank you for what you're doing for the community, keeping everybody involved. I can't wait the ball starts, and you get to get that moving for us again. And thank you for all that you do. And I really appreciate all my constituents there in Saluda. I look forward to seeing them again at my next constituent meeting. We do that on the first Friday of each month. We're there, and the chairman has been so good to us that we were able to, your chairman, county council chairman there, Mr. Strawbridge, has got us a building, and we got a secretary now for the delegation. So we will be meeting there and be available for any constituent who wants to come in and sit down and talk with us. We'll be happy to be there. And I'm always available, 864-554-0963. Let me call that out again, 864-554-0963, and I'll always call you back.
Well, we appreciate it, Senator Garrett. Any final thoughts you'd like to share with your constituents this time?
I just want to tell you how much I care about you. I'm there fighting for you. I promise you I'm there fighting for you every day. We finally got constitutional carry, and we're a sanctuary state for our Second Amendment. I'm excited about those things. I'm just excited about your leadership in your county. We're working on your water authority. We're working on each of these agencies, making sure that we have good, strong, conservative Christian values being espoused in those entities. And I think if we can do that, I think we'll all be better off for it in the end.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us on Saluda now, and we will be talking to you soon, Senator Garrett.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, Jerry.
And we'll be back after this break. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from MIGS.
Come play the thrill of the hill at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. With the longest hole in South Carolina, you're sure to be challenged. Afterwards, unwind with your friends around the 19th hole in our restaurant. 126 Golf Club Avenue. We welcome to see you at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. For over 50 years, we've been serving our customers by providing reasonable services at prices you can afford. When it comes time to get your car or truck towed in, call us. 864-543-2957. We serve 96 and Saluda 24/7. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. Punk's PB and Jam. 1150 Batesburg Highway is open to serve you Wednesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. with breakfast, lunch, and catering. Call ahead for takeout, 864-445-3434. Punk's PB and Jam. When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Ramey Funeral Home staff to guide you through the process of honoring their life. At RameyFuneralHome.com, you can find pre-planning information, obituaries, as well as resources for grief and healing. Ramey Funeral Home, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. At Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, caring is a way of life. Our 176-bed nursing facility serves Saluda County since 1968. We offer 24/7 skilled nursing care, and our staff is consistent, compassionate, caring, and knowledgeable. Outpatient rehab therapy services are provided through Physicians Order Services. Call for a free tour, 864-445-2146 or saludanursing.org. The Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan specializes in family court matters and representing individuals injured in automobile collisions. At the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, you get experienced, compassionate results. When you need legal representation, call 803-785-7879 or email Nancy at nancyjordanlaw.com. The Ridge Baptist Association is 24 member churches sharing the gospel of Christ. We partner together, serve alongside each other, learn from one another, and connect to God. We invite you to come visit us this Sunday in one of our member churches. Ridge Baptist Association, better together.
The Wills Agency, your local nationwide insurance agent, is open to serve you with offices in Aiken, Batesburg, and Saluda. Call for your free quote today for auto, home, life, and business. Let me help you save today. James S. Wills Agency. Nationwide is on your side.
The town of Saluda, working together for the betterment of our municipality. We encourage the Tigers tonight, both on the field and off the field, as they work in the classroom. And we are a proud supporter of Saluda now. Timeless Roofing, over 25 years experience, licensed and insured. Before and after, you can see quality and integrity never gets old. TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-687-4184, and tell them Cuz sent you. Come to a Midlands institution, Wiz's Eatery, 110 Church Street, Batesburg, Leesville, where they have mouth-watering burgers, steak and seafood, great salad bar, as well as pizza. Call in tonight, 803-532-1157, or stop by and dine in. Wiz's Eatery. Get back to the good. We know your credit score isn't the whole story, which is why we take a close look at your financial history to get you on the path to a stable future. How can we serve you with loans up to $10,000 approved in 1 hour? Tax services at the end of the year, we can help you with your financial needs. Call 864-445-3770 or visit our website, loansbyworld.com.
All right, we're back here with you on Saluda now. And today is National French Fry Day. And I got me some good fries here. I'm going to show them to you on the air. They brought me out a whole basket. Look at how long many's left. Not many at all, is it? But I'm looking forward to eating the rest of them. Like I said, MIGS, they have the best fries in the world, I tell you. And always do a good job here. It's consistency, great food all the time. I tell you, come here, we bring your family, you can get a good quality meal at an affordable price. And the friendly staff here, they just smiles all the time, giving you good service right here at MIGS. Come on out tonight, get you a pizza, fact, my neighbor's been in the hospital. That's what I'm going to buy them tonight. I'm going to buy them pizza before I get out of here and take it to them and be a good neighbor. Call in if you like, 864-980-7768. Coming up, we're going to have an interview with Master Trooper of the South Carolina Highway Patrol, Brandon Bolt, and he's going to be here with us. He got delayed a little bit. We just had an interview with Billy Garrett, and Buzz Williams came on today from the South Carolina, from Chattooga Conservative. And, of course, Billy Garrett is our state senator for District 10. And he has some good information today, including the fact that they are working on urgent care here for Saluda County. That is good news for sure. And today, of course, is National French Fry Day. But one of the things we were talking about earlier was the fact that people just don't want to work. And we were talking about the sign there. A lot of people said, well, this is not in Saluda. This is in Nebraska. Well, if you read the article, that's what it says. And you were commenting on, somebody said, made some comments, and I'll read some of it to it. And it was talking about the quality of food in Saluda. Well, that's just a personal thing. But one of the things that came up is the fact that people don't want to work. And we don't understand this, but a lot of people are not working now. In fact, a survey just came out a few weeks ago that that people 53 to 56 years old are retiring early, or used a half retirement and not going back to the workforce. So that is also a drag on the workforce. But we encourage you, if you need a job, go to scjobs.com. We need all the workers we can get. There's everywhere I've been, we're hiring. We will put you to work. That sign's everywhere I go, and I know Brandon Bolt, South Carolina Highway Patrol, is working to hire people too on it.
I saw that. Went from 39,000.
Get a little bit closer, please.
Our starting salary went from 39,000 a year to just over 44,000 a
My
year.
goodness.
And if you're pre-certified, it 5 years pre-certified gets you almost 50, $49,800 and some change. You got 3 years certified, you're coming in the door at $46,000 a year.
So you can come off the street, be a town cop, and automatically get a raise.
So with us, yes. With us, yes. So like if you come from, let's say, the sheriff's office, you got 3 years with the sheriff's office. I don't know what the sheriff's office here pays, but 3 years certified with them, you come to us, and that's just South Carolina certified. So you could have been at numerous agencies. You could have been at 2 different agencies. As long as you got 3 or 5 years, you'll come in the door at 46 or 49 and some change, which is roughly 50,000 a year.
That's wonderful. Well, listen, it's so good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. It's always good to see you.
Haven't seen you, and as of course we put on our little promo
Yes, sir.
that there's a lot more activity out of South Carolina Highway Patrol lately. In fact, I went to Georgia. Evidently, Georgia got the memo from South Carolina. I seen more patrol,
Yes, sir.
not just y'all, but county police, than I have ever seen. But I was driving the speed limit, and I have a seatbelt. I want you to know that.
That's good.
But they were everywhere.
Yes, sir.
And, it's a summer blitz.
So, this is the 100 daily days of summer.
Right.
It goes from Memorial Day to Labor Day. All right. We just unveiled 14 new Unmarked Chargers. That's on our website. We got a
Okay.
YouTube video. These cars don't look like the normal unmarked cars we've had in the past, were just Chargers that were different colors, the Crown Vics. So now they put orange stripes on them, red stripes, blue stripes. I mean, they painted the wheels black. These cars have tinted windows, so you're not going to see these cars riding up the road until it's too late. In fact, a buddy of mine, Calhoun County, got a guy going 60 miles an hour the other day.
Wow.
And he's in one of those new unmarked cars. Guys come up behind him, wasn't paying attention to anything, just flew right on by him. But this is when we are the busiest. This is the busiest time of year. school's out, college is out, everybody's vacationing. People are out drinking and driving. They're going to the lake areas. Saluda is one of the biggest lake areas with Lake Murray.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest public accesses. McCormick is one of the others with Clark's Hill, but that lake is not as busy. And we've seen a rash of hit and runs. We had a hit and run not too long ago in Saluda.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you've seen.
So the biggest thing is, this lady, she did turn herself in later. That was in the news brief. I was the one who released that. But what we're seeing is our folks are running over pedestrians, bicyclists in the roadway. They're hitting cars and leaving the scene. And this person dies or whatever. And a lot of the time, what ends up happening is if it's a pedestrian in the road, the pedestrian is usually who's going to be at fault in that scenario, because pedestrians by law are not supposed to be in the roadway. They're supposed to exit the roadway to oncoming vehicles. That's why they walk against traffic.
Right.
Now, a bicyclist, they are entitled to the lane just like a car and a tractor and anything else with four wheels is entitled to. But a lot of these wrecks, these folks have been charged with leaving the scene involving death, and they're facing 10 to 15 years in prison. When if they'd have stayed around, they wouldn't even been found at fault in the collision. And that's what we're seeing. Our folks are just not wanting to own up to their mess that they're in. We want folks to stay around and call us. Stay around and call us. It's going to be bad news. We've had an instance where the gentleman, was under the influence of alcohol. He would have only been charged with driving under the influence. Instead, he was charged with felony, driving under the influence. He's facing 20, 25 years in prison, whereas he would have been facing up to a year in prison.
Well, one thing, Mr. Brandon, you might save that person's life.
That's the thing. The law requires you to render aid.
Yes.
And rendering aid is just calling 911 on your cell phone.
That's right.
This one that happened wasn't too far from Batesburg, Leesville. That lady left, went to wherever it was that she was, and she went to Batesburg PD and turned herself in. That's fine, but if you'd have stayed and called 911, EMS gets there within, you're not too far from the town limit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's seconds to save lives.
That's right. It's so important. And what else are you seeing that we need to be doing?
Some of the stuff around here, some of the wrecks we're seeing are DUI. Call somebody to come get you. Everybody has a cell phone. I'm seeing 8-year-old kids with cell phones now. There's no excuse not to call you a drive.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes,
and I've had people ask me this. How many drinks before you over the limit?
That is a big variable. It depends on your height, your weight, muscle mass,
Like,
the
if I
amount of water.
drink one, I don't drink alcohol, period. One
Yes, sir.
beer can,
I'll
I'll be drunk.
We always say this: impairment begins with one sip.
Yeah.
So if you know you're planning on going out, you're planning on drinking, and most people, they know when they're going to drink. We're not. We're all adults. You know when you're going to drink. Go ahead and have you a plan in place. That's the best thing to do. Have you a plan, or just stay the night where you are. That saves a lot of people, headache, crashes, saves lives. The other one is just slow down in general. What we're seeing out here is you're riding through the summer, you might be doing 55, 60 miles an hour up the highway. All of a sudden, the summer shower runs up on you. Then you run out of the road and crash. You don't know where the showers are. You look outside, it's overcast, the clouds are intermittent. We got a good 10-minute shower before we yesterday, and the roads were, water was sitting in the road just from a 10-minute shower. Just reduce your speed. Don't be in so much of a hurry to get somewhere. Because you drive a lot of time, and more people are killed in this country by car accidents than there are gun violence. But the longer you're behind the wheel of a car, more likely something bad's going to happen. But if you slow your speed, you reduce your chance of something bad happening because you got more reaction.
Anything else you want to share?
We're on a downward trend. Fatals right now. We were at like 47. We were up. Now we're down to almost 30. That number keeps going down. So I want to see that keep going down. Norman School starts back up July 20th.
Okay. So
Greenwood,
does 96.
Greenwood 96. All the Greenwood School District started back year round. So remember this: if you're out riding around, you're going to start seeing school buses. The school buses are occupied. We've run into a rash of problems in the Greenwood area with people driving past the stop arm on a school bus. You need to treat that school bus like your children and your family riding it. Give it the space and the time it needs. The school's responsibility to get you from safely. And the school bus can only do so much. school bus drivers up to us and other drivers to do the home.
Yeah, because, which is lighter in the morning right now, but
Yes, sir.
especially in town,
Summertime paint,
it's so hard to see. I just try to start slowing down way before I get there, because the child can't see it.
That's right. And I mean, if you really want to pluck at the emotions of people,
Oh, yeah.
let a kid get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Folks,
That's
folks
right.
start kids and puppies. Anything, kids, puppies, and cats.
Yeah.
So out here, think about that. You would not want bad to happen.
Yeah, I was driving up a little fast on Sunday before church, and one of the children was out there in the yard and told the mama, Preacher Bert was driving fast up there. I said, I better slow down.
Hey, there's no filter on them.
That's
They
right.
do
That's
true
right.
as
They
true
was
can
let
be,
me
so.
know it. They let me have it.
Yes, sir.
But listen, we appreciate you coming by today, Master Trooper Brandon Bolt, and we hope to have you on again real soon.
Hey, I'll be on. Thank you so much.
And we'll be back after this spray. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from MIGS. Alan Harmon Trucking, we treat your load and our truckers like family. Wake up to a beautiful sunrise in your big rig office. Then be at home in time to kiss your wife and kids goodnight. Call us today for more information. 864-445-7249. Alan Harmon Trucking is a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger football.
Are you ready to consider a job that provides consistent pay, great benefits, and paid time off? Then join the AMIC team. We'll teach you everything you need to know. Apply today for positions at our Batesburg facility at www.amicfarms.com. Phone interviews are available for quick consideration. That's amicfarms.com. Berry Insurance Group, located in Batesburg, Leesville, offering auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance. Owned and operated by Will Berry. Choose local, choose independent, choose Berry Insurance Group. 803-307-0030 or online at berryingroup.com.
CM Tree Service. Cody Berry and Martin Berry are ready to give you a free estimate. We're insured for tree removal and pruning. Call us today. 864-377-7898 or 864-980-0153. And like us on Facebook. CM Tree Service.
With Cricket Wireless Savings, the whole family can watch Saluda now. The difference is clear as Cricket's signal when you see the money you can save by switching. And with nationwide 5G coverage, your wireless connectivity is wherever life takes you. So come by Cricket Wireless today at 300 South Jefferson and let us show you the Cricket difference.
Crumley Ford, 102 Greenwood Highway, Saluda, invites you to come in today to save. The 2020 Ford Edge Escape Explorer and Expedition has 0% financing for 60 months. Call today, 864-445-2107, and talk to Mike, Will, or Lauren at Crumley Ford. Save money, save time. Shop Crouch's First. Whether it's lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, we supply you from feed to field. Yeti, Traeger, Blackstone, Costa, Salty Britches, Milwaukee, Makita, and much more. Come by and visit us today. 508 North Main Saluda or call 864-445-0063.
Shop local at Economy Furniture. Huge savings on Benchcraft, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and so many more. Visit our website now to see all our specials at economyfurniture.com. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Edwards Heating and Cooling, Saluda, South Carolina, provides you excellent service when it comes to your HVAC unit. Keith and Dawn Edwards have many years' experience in the heating and cooling business. They invite you to call them today, 864-445-0088, or visit their website, edwardsandheatingcoolingllc.com. Go, Saluda Tigers! When it comes tax time, look no further than H&R Block, 304th North Main, Saluda. They make sure you get all the deductions you need to save money. When it comes tax time, trust the professionals at H&R Block. Call them 864-445-2958 and like them on Facebook.
JRA Exterminating, the most trusted name in pest extermination. Remember, folks, whether it's cockroaches or piss ants, call Justin Anderson at JRA Exterminating today at 803-532-1122 or at www.jraexterminating.com.
MIGS of Saluda, serving tasty dishes, appetizers, fresh salads, hot out of the oven fresh subs, chicken, steak, and seafood, and the best Italian dishes and pizza around. Visit them today, 216 Greenwood Highway. For a drive-through or pickup, call ahead, 864-445-9990. At Motor Coach Paint and Body, we put quality first. Whether it's your vehicle, RV, boat, or aircraft, we can handle it all. Leave it to us to take care of your insurance claims, or you can pay us right out of your pocket. So call BR Britt Reams today, 864-445-7747, and like us on Facebook. Newberry County Memorial Hospital, your hospital. Our mission is to provide exceptional care with a personal touch. Newberry Hospital is engaged in the passionate pursuit of optimal care, treatment, and convenience. Our goal is to always be the first choice for your quality health care needs. No one handles care better. NewberryHospital.org. There's only one thing faster than a Stuart Young offense. YourNorthland.com. With internet, cable, TV, and phone beginning at $25 a month, you can get out of the slow lane and into the fast lane in no time. So speed it up with YourNorthland.com. Northland Cable, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. Come play the thrill of the hill at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. With the longest hole in South Carolina, you're sure to be challenged. Afterwards, unwind with your friends around the 19th hole in our restaurant. 126 Golf Club Avenue. We welcome to see you at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. For over 50 years, we've been serving our customers by providing reasonable services at prices you can afford. When it comes time to get your car or truck towed in, call us, 864-543-2957. We serve 96 and Saluda 24/7. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. Punks PB and Jam. 1150 Batesburg Highway is open to serve you Wednesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. with breakfast, lunch, and catering. Call ahead for takeout, 864-445-3434. Punks PB and Jam. When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Ramey Funeral Home staff to guide you through the process of honoring their life. At RameyFuneralHome.com, you can find pre-planning information, obituaries, as well as resources for grief and healing. Ramey Funeral Home, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. At Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, caring is a way of life. Our 176-bed nursing facility serves Saluda County since 1968. We offer 24/7 skilled nursing care, and our staff is consistent, compassionate, caring, and knowledgeable. Outpatient rehab therapy services are provided through Physicians Order Services. Call for a free tour, 864-445-2146 or saludanursing.org.
And we're back here with you on Saluda Now. Go back and watch our interview we had with Brandon Bolt just a while ago, and Senator Billy Garrett and Buzz Williams from the Chattooga Conservancy. You would love that interview, as they have discovered a new, they pretty sure Cherokee origin there in Chattooga River. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. They could use your support on conservative. And, of course, we put out there a little bit ago about this article from The Atlantic that Will Muschamp under-recruited when he was here in South Carolina. And joining us now is somebody who knows a lot about in-state recruiting and everything, Carson Burgess. Carson, thank you for coming back on the show one more time.
Yep, always good to be here.
But you're going to be back with us again.
Yeah, every now and then.
But you want to tell the people?
I won't be in Saluda anymore.
Yeah.
I live out in Batesburg. I'll be working in Lexington. Won't be working here anymore after this week.
We miss you, and but we know that you're doing this for your family and your future, and we appreciate you spending the time you did here while you was at MIGS. But you'll be coming back to visit us, won't you?
Yeah, I'll have some time off.
Good. And especially calling in during football season.
Oh, yeah.
And what was your thoughts about that? That article came out. It's from 12 anonymous coaches in South Carolina about Muschamp and Dabo Swinney. And in the article, it pretty well says Clemson is working harder to recruit players from South Carolina than South Carolina was under Will Muschamp. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. Once Will Muschamp got that big contract with that big buyout, he didn't care what he did with that football team. It's really as simple as that.
And one viewer said, well, he didn't know how to play the talent if he got it, you know.
That too.
So, you know.
Once he took over a head coaching role, his career was done. He should have stayed in Texas, where he would have had him a decent offensive coordinator after, what's his name? So, I can't remember his name. He's the North Carolina coach now. But he was coaching Waiting for him, and then he left and took a head coaching job at Florida. He shouldn't have done that. He had all his links in Texas ready to go.
Well, we're looking at the week one, and I sent this to you. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to look over it, but the games that are coming up, of course, I didn't even realize Friday, September the 3rd was the first game. North Carolina and Virginia Tech are going to be playing.
Yeah,
and Virginia Tech's going to be at home.
I could see a Virginia Tech upsetting this one. They've had a solid team for several years now. They're just a few players away from breaking out and taking over the Coastal. It could happen.
Well,
and then we could see old Dalen Wright show out too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because he will be starting this year.
Yep.
So we'll be glued to our TVs on that. We'll have we'll be watching Saluda and have it on our TVs as well, which probably, if you get home from the game, you'll be able to see the end of that game. And then, of course, the next big game, which is probably going to be game day, is between your team and my team.
Yeah, we'll talk about that last.
All right. And The next game is Alabama and Miami, where Alabama is 17.5 points favorite.
Double it.
So it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. Miami ain't going to have crap this year.
They in the Georgia Dome?
I'm not sure.
I think they are. Then we know it's at Miami is what it says. But I don't know. They may be the home team at Georgia.
That might be the
It's got to be at the Georgia
Chick-fil-A
Dome.
kickoff the
It's
ACC
got
and
to be at
SEC
Georgia.
does every year.
Then we see LSU and UCLA, where LSU is 6.5 point favorite in that game.
People need to watch out for LSU this year. They might be really, really good.
So you think they got their dance back?
I think so.
Going to be interesting. And then the next game, which will be a good one, Purdue and Oregon State. And Purdue is the home team in that one, 5.5 point favorite.
They ought to win.
All right. Then we see Iowa and Indiana ought to be a good one. The same point spread, 5.5.
People are sleeping on Indiana this year, too. They'll beat the crap out of Iowa.
Wow. That's going to be upset. Then Michigan and Western Michigan, where Michigan is 17.5 point favorite. They're the home team.
They ought to do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't.
All right. Let's see. And then, of course, it is Labor Day weekend, so the games are going to be spread across Saturday and Sunday, and the next game will be September the 5th. I call it week 0. I don't know what they call it in NCAA, but to me it's week 0. And Notre Dame and Florida State, and Notre Dame is a 10-point favorite at Florida State.
Notre Dame has no quarterback anymore.
Oh.
Florida State does. They got Mackenzie
So you
Milton.
think this is a Catholic sympathetic vote by a lot of the
No,
writers?
people don't think Florida State's going to be that good this year, but I think
I
they'll
got
win 8 or 9 games.
Now, who's their quarterback this year?
All right, so if y'all remember correctly, UCF won the national title the same year that Clemson did.
Yes.
Back when we had Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that quarterback that was playing for them then, Mackenzie Milton, is playing for Florida State now.
Wow.
After 2.5 years off,
How
after
about
having
that?
some kind of reconstructive knee surgery. If he is any resemblance of what he was with the talent that Florida State has through the transfer portal, Florida State will be good this year.
We'll be watching that game. So, and then one more game for the first week there is going to be Ole Miss and Louisville. It's going to be at Louisville, and Ole Miss is a 7.5 point favorite.
They need to be favored by a lot more than that.
Wow, Louisville's going to be that bad this year?
I don't think Louisville's going to be that bad. I think Ole Miss might be that good.
Gotcha. Well, any final thoughts about opening weekend? That's just the number. By the way, that's just some of the games that are on the board now. I'm sure there'll be more as we get closer. We're still 53 days away. That's the only ones that are active in Las Vegas right now. I'm sure there's other ones, but that we put together.
Unless you're a diehard fan of any other team, the only game to watch that weekend is Clemson and Georgia.
Gotcha. And listen, Carson and I are going to be doing a show. It's called Pep Rally Radio. We're working on the date right now. Probably going to be a month from today, August the 13th, or August 11th, excuse me. But we will definitely let everybody know when it's going to be. It's called Pep Rally Radio, and we're going to be in Athens, Georgia. And this is going to be a precursor to the Georgia-Clemson game. We're also interviewing 8 area coaches in that area. I'll just give you a little preview real quick of who we're, if I can pull up my email here, that we discussed. We're going to be interviewing, here we go. Madison County Red Raiders coach Chris Smith, Oglethorpe County Patriots Mike Holland. These are the counties that surround Clark County in Athens, Georgia. Athens Christian Eagles coach Chris Williams, Cedar Shoals, and the Clark Central coaches. And when I wrote this up, they don't have a coach right now. And I mean, they're just
If they
days
pay it
away.
enough, I'll put my name in the hat.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Prince Avenue Wolverines, which is going to be a great interview. Greg Vandegrift. And why is that name so important? It's Brock Vanderbift's daddy. And Brock's the one that was at South Carolina that transferred back to Georgia. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Not at all.
But anyway, he has already signed a deal for $2 million under the NIL.
Which will be the best thing to ever happen to college football.
Mhm. Yes.
Fight me.
We talked a little bit about that last week, didn't we? Name, injuries, likeness. And you know what else I found out? And I've got to work on this next week. Georgia, it's like the South Carolina Sports League. It's the Georgia Sports League. They have come out with a set of rules and what you can and can't do. But the high schools players have got to be paid now just like the college for their name, image, likeness.
Yep.
And they cannot be denied that. That's their free right to do it.
And the problem that people have with this is they think that, well, they get enough education, they shouldn't get paid. They're not getting paid by the school. They're getting paid by local businesses and nationally known corporations, things like that. It's not your taxpayer dollars paying these kids to play football.
No.
So get that out your mind right now. That will never happen.
Well, and another thing is when you go to these games, you're paying for scholarships.
Yeah.
You're paying for scholarships when you go to these games.
When you go to the games, buy the merchandise.
If you have certain seats, I can be a half scholar, you can be a full scholar at Carolina. Now, I don't know how Georgia and Clemson work, but that's sort of the way the South Carolina works. Oconee County Warriors Travis Nolan and North Oconee, and that's real good because that team is playing each other the first game, actually the week after we interview. Travis Nolan in Oconee County and North Oconee County, Howler Otter. And Carson and I are sort of going to divide the interviews up. We're going to be working on that the next few weeks. Anyway, anything else you want to say about that?
I will be wearing all orange into Athens.
We're going to be arriving pretty early. It's going to be 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll be setting up. It's going to be a pop-up studio somewhere in the Athens area. We're planning on the Kroger Shopping Center. We may be somewhere else more visible. I talked to my cousin, and they're some of the sponsors of it. They have 2 businesses in Athens, and very successful businesses, by the way. And they're wanting us to be more visible and putting them more out there, you know. So we're going to be working on that the next couple of weeks, and we'll have everything ironed out before the end of the month. And the first part of the month, we're going to be promoting here on Saluda now as well, because we want you to watch it as well and call in. We already got people ready to call in.
We also might have a special guest.
Oh.
NFL Hall of Famer. Clemson Ring of Honor.
I got to get somebody big from Georgia then. I don't know who I can afford, but I'll come up with somebody.
Oh, I'm not paying him. He's just a nice guy.
Oh. Let's check in with Jeffrey Jordan. The girls tonight are going to be playing, and I tell you, they've been very successful. And Jeffrey Jordan, are y'all ready for tonight's game?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
And tell us a little bit about what's at stake tonight for the girls there.
Well, we're playing Iowa. We had a really good game with them 2 nights ago, and we won in extra innings, 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. They're very good. We're going to get to see their ace again tonight. She throws the ball 45 to 48.
Wow.
Really creates some problems for us offensively. But I think our girls know what to expect now, and kind of it shouldn't be a surprise to us. And hopefully we're going to handle it a little bit better tonight than we did the other night. And starting for us, we're going to have Nala Jordan on the mound for us tonight. Hoping to get a good pitching performance out of her. So if we do that and play defense like we've been playing, we should be in good shape.
Now, where are y'all playing at tonight, Jeffrey?
We are in Johnsonville, South Carolina.
Home of Johnsonville sausage. No, I'm just kidding.
And with that, that's what they always say. I talked to a bunch of people down there, and they said they want to be known for that. So
how about that?
Yeah.
Actually, I have met the lady, and it's actually her and her brother that own Johnsonville sausage, because she is kin to one of the members of my church, and
okay.
I've actually met her. Let me ask you a question. Now, what's the name of your team again?
We are the Saluda All-Stars.
Saluda All-Stars. And y'all have a special name for the girls, don't
you? Not really, no.
Okay.
But it depends on what you're referring to. I call them a lot of different things.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
Yep.
And could you fill us in? Are you familiar with what's going on with the boys?
We just got word. We were trying to watch it today, but we've been traveling a little bit. We went to Florence with a little team outing and came back. But I heard the boys lost 2-3 today.
Dang.
So does that end their
No, that's their first loss, and they're still in it. They got rained out last night, so that today they played the game from last night, and they got beat 2-3, and they turn around, and I think they're going to play later on this afternoon or early tonight.
And they're playing Hanahan, right?
I'm not real sure who they're matching up against tonight. I'll be honest with you.
All right. Well, we'll try to post those games on Saluda now, so all you out there can watch it. And anything else you want to share with the folks, Jeffrey?
No, just thanks to everybody that's been calling, sending texts, and supporting us. Go to Facebook, and Jennifer Enlow is usually streaming, and she normally tags me and my wife, Nancy Jordan. So if you go through our page, I think you can watch it on there. And we're just trying to represent Saluda the best we can in a positive way. And we have a couple good bounces. Hopefully we'll get a good result tonight, and can hopefully bring this thing home.
We'll be sharing.
Good luck to y'all tonight, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Bird. Appreciate everything, buddy.
All right. Carson Burgess is here with me. Wish you good luck too, Jeffrey.
All right. Thank you.
And that's Jeffrey Jordan as they're in pursuit of a World Series title. We're going to root the girls on. We will repost that link on Saluda now. All right. Any final thoughts you want?
Do you want to talk about Clemson and Georgia?
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about that, where Clemson is a 3.5-point favorite with a new quarterback.
Somewhat new. He's $1 million quarterback. That's what he is.
Wow. Oh, he just signed a deal?
He signed it first day.
Wow. Oh. Well, I knew he had a little, and we talked about that last week about his tweet about Delta Airlines, and I wondered if Delta had paid up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have.
Yeah. But it's going to be interesting to see. Your offensive line's pretty strong.
We lost a couple guys to the NFL draft, but I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. I think we got even better guys coming in.
And how about what are we going to see from DJ?
DJ's going to be fine. Last year you didn't see him run the ball in the 2 games that he started because he had a shoulder surgery on his throwing arm about a week or 2 prior to him starting. And y'all saw how he threw the ball post-surgery. Imagine that a year post-surgery. What he's going to do. Justin Ross is back. He's got better talent at receiver this year in every position. He's got 3 good running backs. And the defense will be super stout this year. I don't know if Georgia has a chance, Bert.
Okay. What about your secondary? How they look?
Even better without Darion Kendrick.
Okay. You think that was a hindrance?
y'all?
I believe so, because
Mm.
you never knew if he was going to be playing or not, because he was always in Dabo's love shack.
Well, do you have a backup quarterback?
We do.
Who is he?
Will Taylor.
Okay.
He announced that he was staying instead of going professionally to play baseball, even though he was drafted
That's
yesterday.
right. I heard that yesterday.
We also got Hunter Helms. He was a walk-on quarterback, earned a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good. Super confident kid. We
Now-
ain't worried about nothing.
Now, let me ask you about DJ. Is he just a professional style quarterback? Is he going to stay in the pocket, throw it?
Nope.
Oh, he's going to run.
It's going to be about the same offense you saw with Trevor Lawrence, just not as many quarterback runs, because he doesn't have the speed that Trevor does.
And who's going to take, not Trevor, but your running back?
ETN.
ETN. Who's going to take his place?
All right. We got 3 guys back there, but the main guy you want to watch is probably this Will Shipley kid, 5-star freshman out of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He played 1A ball, so his spring game was a lot of him getting used to the size and speed, but he's CMC 2.0, so watch out for him.
And you think that really what Clemson's defense is going to try to do is break down the pocket for Georgia and go back there and get JT Daniels?
Yeah, because I don't know about y'all's running game this year. Y'all going to have to
Mhm.
rely a lot on JT Daniels.
Yeah. Well, I did know that the word that I've been getting out of the locker room is that he is really dependent on receivers. That's pretty well their game.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to pass the ball and
Which
do
I don't know
that.
how well that's going to work out for you.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting game, and I know it'll be a great environment. Let me tell you something. I even heard, we was talking about full capacity, with Brandon Bowe. I heard they're running out of places to tailgate. Not only you have to buy tickets up in Charlotte to get in the game, you got to pay to tailgate. The spaces, that you can tailgate.
Well, the North Carolina governor came out, I think, sometime last week and said full capacity.
And that's what? Is it 80,000 up there?
Something like that.
Yeah. It'll be more than that, probably, counting everybody in the, on the field. And they'll stack them in there as many as they can.
Unless you go into the game, I'd stay out of Charlotte that weekend.
And I heard the tickets was $300 to $400.
I'm not sure. I didn't look.
In the nosebleed section. That's
I believe
not.
it.
I don't even know what the price would be on the 50-yard line or in the down on the lower deck.
Too much for me.
I know. Too much for me, too.
We're going to have to take up an offering plate one Sunday to get us to go to a game.
And it's going to be pretty warm.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about Labor Day weekend. You're talking about temperatures on the field, probably 90s.
Summer in Carolina.
Every bit of it. So we're going to see a lot of those big boys sweat on that defense.
I think I'll be at Burton's house that Saturday watching
That'll
that
be
game.
awesome. Get in the booth with us. And we'll be
You'll-
watching on the big screen.
I'll make sure to get the video of Burton's head up underwater hiding his tears.
But we'll definitely have a good time. You know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I don't care win, lose, or draw, and I'm looking forward to it. And so we will definitely have a good time. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up here today. And I tell you, it's been a good Tiger Talk Tuesday. We've got a lot done here today, even though we got started a little late because of the audio difficulties. Then we had camera difficulties. But you know what? I'm learning a little bit more about this thing every day. And I think I knew what our problem was. And we're going to work on that some more. All right. That's going to wrap us up here for MIGS. Come on out. Get you some French fries. Today's National French Fry Day. I didn't eat all of mine. Ought to be a thing. So go back and watch Billy Garrett's interview. Also Brandon Bowe and Buzz Williams with Chautauqua Conservancy right there in the northern part